Thank you to our two witnesses for confronting the assault on women's sports. Men and women's sports is absolutely nonsense, no matter how you spin it. It's shameful to look at the women that have been hurt from these men and tell them that they need to be silent in the name of inclusion. This whole hearing, we've had motions to try to stop this hearing, to stop these young women from expressing their views. It's almost as if we have nothing to see here. We don't want to hear what you have to say. That's the message that's coming from this side. But I'm here because I want to hear what you have to say. And, look, whether it's fencing tournaments, track and field, my daughters are in soccer or volleyball games, you're endangering our daughters and belittling their narrative. The men like Mr. Lefeld who are wrecking women's sports with woke poison and a twisted mental view of things are destroying the opportunities for these young women. Meanwhile, Americans, they all get this. They look at this and they think that this is absolutely crazy, that we're even here. And so we're here to obliterate this insanity and fight for our girls and their safety and their fairness in their athletic endeavors. And I've got to tell you, Ms. Graves, I was shocked to read your testimony where you belittled the experience of Miss Turner. In your testimony, you said that that her experience is part of a larger scheme to attack young trans people. You said it was deliberate spectacle that was carried out. Do you really believe she contrived this situation? She
testified that she planned the night before.
She cried the night before. Do you have any sympathy for a young woman who realizes she's going to have to sword fight a man the next day?
Protest is important. It is to make a point. There is mixed gender competition all the time in fencing. You heard that it was a plurality.
Ms. Graves, I'm taking my time. This young woman did not register for a mixed sport, for a mixed event. She registered to compete with other women. And that right was taken from her. And she bravely stood her ground. And I think the world applauded you for that. Ms. McNabb, the life-changing, altering, can you describe, and this is where I want to kind of give some time. This event has had a dramatic impact on your life, physically, the mental anguish that you've gone through. Unlike some, I want to hear your story. I want to hear what you have to say.
Thank you, Congressman. Yeah, what happened to me was 100% avoidable, and it completely changed my life. I never played volleyball again that day. That was the last day. And it's so sad because I had the hopes of playing collegiate sports in softball, and that day never came because I was just never the same. I've had to navigate my new normal, which is incredibly sad, especially for my friends and family to see. And although I may look like I'm doing better on the outside, there's things that are not, and I don't know if they'll ever be the same.
I'm sorry for the experience that you went through. And, I'm really sorry that we have individuals in positions of power, like Mr. Lefelt, who have a twisted view on reality. And they're imposing that twisted view on you and your lives. It's really tragic and it's sad. And what's even worse is that now you're the one to blame because you two contrived these situations, according to Ms. Graves, that you created this.
Sorry,
you wanted this to happen, Ms. Turner. That's what Mrs.
I never said that.
It's in your testimony.
I did not say that Ms. McNabb contrived the situation. I actually think the lesson from her situation is around concussion protocol.
Let me ask, do you really believe the experiences that they've experienced? Ms. McNabb, do you really believe that she wanted to face all of these medical issues?
I think what happened to her is tragic. There are hundreds of thousands of injuries that are preventable.
So why aren't you standing up for her?
I actually have. I said that this was terrible, and I have solutions that don't involve bullying.
Thank you, Ms. Graves.
People.
Look, I think that it's sick and twisted that individuals want to make women have to sword fight men. And it's sick and twisted then individuals want to make individuals have to take a spiked ball to the forehead if that's what it takes for a trans person to play. I yield back.